This was the culprit right here. The motor blew straight through the rocket. It took the mount with it. I'll salvage the retaining rod here. Let's get this motor out. It was an Estes E12-4. Yeah, this is just a little bit crispy. We'll set that aside. Here we have a few nose cone pieces. They still fit together pretty good. The bottom lost its weight and has a missing piece here, but we're going to fix that. It'll go right back together, and I'll fix that gap with some liquid plastic. Let's set those aside. Here you can see the major blowout on the landing gear support. We have a massive crack around the entirety of the rocket right here. All of this is easily repairable. These legs are still in perfect shape. I was able to recover this blown out piece, and we can fit that back in there nicely. And then we'll just reattach that leg. Let's take the body apart. Here we have our motor mount. You can see how that motor blew right through. We carefully unscrew this. Slight turn, and get that out of there. This part of the motor mount is reusable. It's in fine shape, and we'll just clean it up a little bit. You can see how bad that crack is there on the outside. But I really think enough of this is solid that I'll be able to use some liquid plastic to mend those cracks. It won't be pretty on the inside, but it'll be rock solid by the time we're done. The bottom part of the rocket is in decent shape inside. And what I'll do is backfill this leg support once it's on, and then we'll just get some new elastics and we'll be good to go. This thing is a mess, but it still has a lot of flights left in it. But there's nothing else to do right now, so let's get started. It starts with fixing this motor mount. I'll cut the metal rod free and reuse it. Then luckily I have a new tube and some retainers. I cut some plastic rings for the motor mount out of an old cutting board, and I epoxied them into place. This thing is not going to blow through again unless it takes the entire rocket with it. Here's my homemade liquid plastic. Yes, it absolutely is as toxic as it looks, but it's fun stuff to work with. I set that leg support back into place and smeared the liquid plastic into the cracks. That stuff forms a rock-solid bond with the existing plastic of the airframe, and it fills in all the gaps. I'll just need to touch up this outside part and put a little chip piece back in place right there. Overall, it ought to work out pretty well. Here we have our nose cone piece. I filled the inside with liquid plastic, and hopefully you can see that. I'll also fill in this large gap as well. This stuff dries overnight, so I kind of have to do this process in individual steps. Next, we'll work on this part, patch it from the inside as well. And hopefully you can see how I filled that. It was a very tight space, but the plastic rebonded all of those cracks. Back to that nose cone piece, you can see how well we were able to fill that large broken piece there. Now we slip on a new elastic and set the leg into place. All these cracks are filled in. Just some touch-up paint and we'll be good to go. And here's a final look at the rebuilt 3D printed Mars lander. Honestly, I'd be willing to put this rocket up against just about any rocket that Boeing could build, but I digress. I really do expect all of these repairs to hold nicely. Well, for now, we're just waiting for our new altimeter. If you want to know how I lost the old one, check the link in the description below. And after that comes in, we'll be headed back out to the launch site. So if that sounds interesting to you and you like model rocket content or other random content, feel free to like and subscribe, and maybe, just maybe, I'll see you on the next video. If you enjoy videos about the randomness of our amazing world, consider clicking on the globe to subscribe, or maybe checking out one of the other videos right here.